What's going on, family? What's going on? I wanted to ask you good people out there if this is happening in your neighborhood, because it just dawned on me that, the election is coming up this weekend. I mean, this week, excuse me. And yesterday, my Wi Fi wasn't working. You know what I mean? And I happened to call AT&T, talk to them, and they were saying that it was a power outage due to the weather in our area, but it wasn't like, excuse me, low batter. It wasn't any weather to cause a power outage. You see what I'm saying? But then a friend of mine told me about a power outage in their area, and then I was informed of another power outage. So that's like that's three different power outages in what you would call minority areas. You know what I mean? And I just thought to myself, like, with that excuse that they used as far as the weather, when it wasn't no weather to cause a power outage or to cause the service for the Wi-Fi to go down, it just automatically dawned on me like they must be trying to exclude what they call minority, neighborhoods or communities from voting. Because it's been a day and my Wi-Fi still hasn't been turned on. And I can guarantee you, when I come to you tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, it probably won't be on either. So I wanted to do a video, tracking from yesterday to today because I still don't have no Wi-Fi. Still haven't heard from AT&T. They said it would take 24 hours. So tomorrow we'll see if it'll be on. But I just wanted to see if anybody else was going through this because, the blatant lie as far as it being the weather just lets you know that this might be a situation where they're trying to avoid people like you and me from voting, I guess. Stop us from voting, I guess. But when it all comes down to it, I don't give a damn about voting. I mean, it's what you picking, trying to pick the lesser of the two evils, you know what I'm saying? And when it all comes down to it, for me, you might as well keep on letting the person that been taking all the fucked up shots, you might as well let them stay in the game. You know what I mean? Why put a new fresh motherfucker in there about to do, excuse my language, you know what I mean? But why put sleepy, they ain't that what he been calling it, you know what I mean, sleepy Joe Biden. You gonna put pedophile, sleepy Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying, up in there, and we don't know what he gonna do. If you calling Trump a pedophile, if you calling him a racist, if you whatever you calling him, at the end of the day, at least you know what he's doing right now. You can see what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's no telling what Biden gonna do. And if you can trust in somebody that wrote the 93 crime bill for minorities, so-called minorities, if you can vote for a person that put more black people in jail than any, I mean, come on, man. Like, his bill destroyed black neighborhoods and families. You know what I'm saying? And people just run into the polls to vote for him. He's been a politician for over 40 years and hasn't changed shit. You know what I'm saying? Trump, you could say what you want about him, but people wasn't even talking this bad about him before he was a president. Everybody liked him before he became the president. And I'm not taking up for him. I'm just saying it's obvious, you know what I'm saying, how people just switched and flipped the script when, Fox and CNBC and all these different news stations and radio hosts and personalities started talking about him. Then all of a sudden now, it is what it is. When at the end of the day, these are just two, different sides of different sides of the wings, on the same dirty bird. It ain't no difference, So at the end of the day, why even argue about getting Trump out of office? Let him stand there, and whether he fuck it up or whether he, vitalize the neighborhoods and communities and the U.S. economy and all that. I mean, it's like he'd already had it moving, but they trying to show, I guess, the charts and show how the economy's been doing when the Democrats been in office, and that's just a bunch of bullshit. At the end of the day, black people used to be Republican. So you can, run to them, There wasn't it Lyndon B. Johnson. I forget what president it was, but he said he was going to have black people voting for the next 200-300 years, and he was right. Democrat, voting Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Getting played and all that other shit. When at the end of the day, y'all need to step away from voting. Don't vote at all. You see what they doing? Like I just said, they turning the power out in different minority, so-called minority areas, just so people can't vote, get online, see if they want to put in, put in their ballots or whatever the case is. But this is what's going on. So I just wanted to do this little video, check y'all out, see what y'all was doing, see how y'all feel, see what's going on in y'all neck of the woods. Because over here, you know what I'm saying, I'm over here like, damn, I mean, I guess this is about the election, them trying to tell people that, the weather caused a Wi-Fi problem when it wasn't no weather to cause shit. You see what I'm saying? So, that's all I pretty much got to say. My bad for rambling. I ain't even mean to make this 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to see how y'all feel, from the blue pill to the red. You know what I'm saying? So just let me know. Hit me, drop me a comment if it's some power outages in your hood, because it's no different than the mailboxes disappearing 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like a month and a half ago, all these mailboxes in the hood just start disappearing. It's like, come on, man. Like politics is so shady and dirty and scandalous and slimy, and like they'll stab if they done stabbed the American people in the back so much. It's almost amazing that people still go back and forth about voting. It's amazing. Like, vote for what? You're deaf? More of your liberties and your rights to be taken by people that claim that they liberating you and freeing you? Come on, man. Every time you wake up and vote, and every time you vote for a politician, you okay a politician what they doing, or you listening to that same rhetoric. Every time you get in bed with these people, you wake up and you don't have something that you had yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Every time you wake up, you losing some shit, but you still running to the polls. Y'all some fools. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say, man. Is power going out in your neighborhood? Is the Wi-Fi going out in your neighborhood? Is the power going out in your neighborhoods? If so, it could be because of the election, and they're trying to skew the election. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to know. This is K to your boy Same Sense, and I'm out of here and getting up out of this voting bullshit.